Hey YouTube, Lynn from TechX.ie here with a full hands-on review of the Microsoft Lumia 650. If you haven't yet checked out our unboxing of the 650, the link is below, and if you're thinking about picking up a new phone, definitely check it out. Okay, so on to the hands-on review. You can pick up a Lumia 650 from €199 prepay, so it is a mid-level device. But when you see what you get with the phone, I think you'll agree it's actually quite fair. You have a solid aluminium frame, Corning Gorilla Glass front, so it's quite strong and sturdy, but it is only 122 grams, so it's very, very light. Onto the display, we have a 5-inch OLED display. Yes, the pixel density isn't as high as what you'd see on a premium level phone like the Lumia 950, but it is a HD display, and I think you'll agree it's very, very clear, very sharp. There's no fuzzy edges around the tiles, the font is legible, images are clear, and you'll see that more as we look at something like Netflix. Colours are good, nice strong purples there. Overall, it's a better display than I would have expected to see on a mid-level device. Microsoft has given the Lumia 650 a Qualcomm Snapdragon 212 processor. So those of you who are familiar with processors know that that's not the strongest one on the market. But it is seen across many mid-level devices. And the way that Microsoft has built the phone, it actually works quite well. It's quite smooth, it is quite snappy on general day-to-day usage. Yes, if you want to look at HD video or play graphically intense games, the 212 processor just won't cut it. So the Lumia 650 really won't be for you. You need to look at a different phone. Other than that, general day-to-day use, transition between your applications, all very good. A good strong performance overall. Behind we have a 2000 milliamp battery. So if we pop open the back here, we can have a quick look. It is a removable battery, which is very, very handy. So if you are on a long journey, gone away for a weekend, don't want to worry about a power source, you can pick up a second battery so you can just switch it out, hassle-free. A nice feature from Microsoft, I think it's one thing that an awful lot of people with smartphones wish they had. You get 16 gig of internal memory, but there is a micro SD slot here that can take up to 200 extra gig of memory. So that means it should be suitable for any type of user. You also have access to the OneDrive. So any Microsoft user will get access to their OneDrive, which has additional storage. So you can save documents and save your images there. So if you take a picture on your Lumia 650, you don't need to let that take up your 16 gig of memory. Save it to your OneDrive, and then you can access it on your PC, on your laptop, etc. Also, if you are editing documents on Word, PowerPoint on your phone, those updates can then also be seen across on your laptop or your PC, as long as you have Windows 10. So that brings me to the slogan for Microsoft have given the Lumia 650. It's built for business. They've given it a seamless cross-device Windows 10 experience. So as I've said there, you can update documents, take pictures, save it to your OneDrive, and then you have access across any of your Windows 10 devices. It's very, very handy. So these are the live tiles. We just have a quick look at the applications. So all of these tiles, as you can see, we have a few spaces. They can be moved around. You can customize the front of your phone. If you hold down your finger, pick it up, start moving up the screen. So you can place them anywhere you wish. Tap it and there you go. You can also delete applications if you wish, ones that aren't no longer useful. So transfer my data, I don't really need that anymore now I've done all that. If you hold your finger down, click the little pin, then it's gone. So you can move these around as you wish. Any of your preloaded applications or any of the new applications that you upload can actually be added in. So if we just pick one here, I already have Twitter, so go with weather. So pin to start once you hold it down, and there you go. We've got that now on as a front tile. Something else you can do to personalize your Microsoft Lumia 650 is if you go into settings and personalization, click start. That's the purple background that we already have. You can actually upload a picture. So I've already got one there of my dog. And if I go back to the home screen, we can see there the tiles have become quite transparent and you can see the picture behind. So it's very customizable, and that means that each phone can be uniquely yours. Once you make these customizations, it won't be the same as any other Microsoft Lumia 650 out there. Something else I want to show you, if you click on this arrow, if you hold your finger down, it will bring up applications you've opened up already. So I know a lot of people, including myself, like to keep their phone nice and tidy instead of having applications open up in the background. Hold that down, brings up the list, and you just X them off. And that's it. Also, if you drag down from the top, brings up these extra options. So these are also in the full list if you swipe to the left that I just previously shown you, but this is quick access into your Wi-Fi, location device, your flashlight, flight mode for when you're going on holidays. So it's just easy access. It's very, very handy. Okay, if we go into the camera now, you can have a quick look. You get an 8 megapixel camera. If we take a quick image there of the Superman logo and go in, you can see there that Microsoft is adding the finishing touches to the picture, so it'll automatically touch it up to bring out the best quality, and I think you'll agree there it actually looks very good. You can do your own edits as well, so cropping, touching up, anything that you'd usually see on a phone. You can also obviously save it there. If we go back, you can share it. This little 3 buttons are sharing it. You can also do a slideshow. So if you have a number of different photos and want to show them to people, you can do your slideshow. You can print. If we go back to the actual camera, you see you have your flash option there. This little thing is called rich capture. So again, it will take the best quality picture that it can with this camera. You also can go in here and look at the lens, folder timer, or settings. So if you're very familiar with cameras and you want to change the settings yourself, go in there and you can do it. I do think that the automatic settings that Microsoft provide are very, very good. But if you do want to go in, you can change them yourself. You can also flip to the front camera, and you've got a 5 megapixel front camera, so it's pretty standard across most mid-level devices. You can also take video, so you have 720p video that you can record. It is quite clear, very good. Overall, the camera is a very good camera for a mid-level device. Yes, this is one of the areas that any company will take a hit on to keep the price down, but in general, this is actually a very good camera for a mid-level device. If we go back to okay, so we're going to go into Netflix now. Just have a quick look at the display again and show you the front end speakers, see how crisp they are. If we go into the Big Bang Theory here, I think it loads up pretty quickly for Netflix.
Oh, bother!
I think you'll agree that looks pretty good. I'd be very happy watching that on my phone. Now, I also want to show you an animation just to show you a bit more color, something different. Again, it loads up very, very quickly for Netflix.
Fergus, no weapons on the table.
Can I, please, can I?
So I think you'll agree there, volume very good, and again, colors are so good on the Lumia 650. Display overall surprisingly better than I would have expected for a mid-level device. Now onto Xbox, just to show you something a bit more. I have 2 games here to show you something a little bit different. One a moving game, Sonic the Hedgehog, and then Candy Crush, because it has so much colour. One thing I will say about games on the Lumia 650 is it takes just a little bit longer to load up. Once you're in, it's fine, but the initial loading does take those few extra seconds, so it is noticeable, but not frustratingly so, because once you're in, as I say, it's fine to use. Yes, you won't be able to use those HD games or the graphically intense games, as I said, just because they actually won't load up. So we'll go in here and play now. As you can see, a lot of colour. Very smooth edges though, no pixelation to be seen. Works very smoothly, no lag, no frame drops, etc. If you need to see the bottom bar, you just push your finger up and you are back there with your operation bar, because it does disappear while you're playing games. Okay, so if we just go into Sonic the Hedgehog here, just to show you something a little different, a moving game, and you'll be able to see obviously how responsive it is then to my touch, and also again more colours, how crisp the display is, etc. So it does take a few extra seconds to load up, as you can see. A little bit frustrating depending on your game because this is a little bit longer than the Candy Crush, but once you're in, as I said before, smooth sailing from there, no frame drops, no lagging whatsoever. So if we just wait here while it loads up, not too long, just a few extra seconds. So as you can see there, responsive to my touch, very good graphics, very good colours overall, very enjoyable experience to play the Xbox games or to watch Netflix, and the sound is super with those front end speakers. So that's it guys, that's the Lumia 650. We've had a quick look at some of the features, a couple of applications, just a general look to see what you would get if you picked up the Microsoft Lumia 650. If you are thinking about it, one thing to note is the applications. There are some limitations. For instance, I would usually have an AIB application or Just Eat, and they're not on the Microsoft list. That said, that's not going to be an issue for everybody. It's just one to look at to see if it fits your needs before you pick up a Microsoft phone. Overall, it's been very enjoyable to work with, and I do think a lot of businesses are going to pick it up. But I don't think it's only for business users. If you like Microsoft applications or indeed are looking for a very good mid-level phone, the Lumia 650 could definitely be for you. My favourite feature is definitely the display, I think you'll agree. It's very, very sharp, very clear, great colour. Overall, a better display than I would have expected from a mid-level phone. And second to that is how light the phone is. Super light. As I said at the beginning, guys, when you pick it up, you are going to be surprised. So that's it. That's our Lumia 650. I hope you've enjoyed our full hands-on review. Do check out the full written review. The link is below, or you can check it out on www.TechX.ie.